Why does Docker use Linux cgroups for resource limits? Imagine running a busy kitchen where each chef needs their own space to work without interfering with others. In the world of containers, Linux control groups, or cgroups, act like those kitchen stations, helping manage how much each container can use of the host system's resources. Docker uses these cgroups to keep everything running smoothly. Cgroups are a feature built into the Linux kernel. They let the system group processes together and set limits on how much CPU, memory, disk input and output, or network bandwidth each group can use. This is important because without limits, one container could hog all the resources, causing other containers to slow down or even crash. Think of it like a traffic light system that controls how much data or processing power each container gets. Docker combines cgroups with namespaces, which isolate the containers from each other. Namespaces make sure each container sees only its own environment, like separate rooms in a house. Meanwhile, cgroups make sure each room gets only a certain amount of resources. This pairing creates a safe, controlled environment for containers to run on the same host without stepping on each other's toes. In cloud environments like Amazon Web Services, Microsoft Azure, or Google Cloud, resource management is key. Docker uses cgroups to set limits on CPU and memory for each container. For example, you can tell Docker to restrict a container to use only half of a CPU core or a specific amount of memory. If a container tries to use more than its limit, the system either slows it down or terminates it to protect the overall system. This resource control is especially helpful in cloud setups where many containers share the same hardware. It ensures that no single container can take all the resources and cause others to fail. It also helps keep costs predictable because you know exactly how much resource each container is using. Using cgroups also boosts security and stability. If a container starts to use too much memory or CPU, the host can stop it before it affects everything else. This prevents potential denial of service attacks or accidental crashes. Plus, with resource limits in place, scaling becomes easier. You can add more containers or increase limits confidently, knowing each one stays within its bounds. So, Docker's use of Linux cgroups for resource limits is a smart way to keep containers efficient, secure, and predictable. It makes sure that in a busy cloud environment, all containers can run smoothly without interfering with each other or overloading the host system.